Yeah.
Okay, so global settings is clear now. Now let's just log in. So login is basically whenever you are double clicking on the application, you will see this login screen. Over here, you will see this client 800. What this
Yeah.
client means? So this client 800 means so basically in SAP, there are 1000 clients available. How come it's 1000? Because 3 digits are there and it starts from 000 to 999. So total count will be 1000. Okay. So maximum for each and every application, you can create 1000 clients. And there are some pre-delivered clients also like 000, 066, and 011. These three are the pre-delivered clients. And once you log into this software, let me just show you. So this is not security related task, but you should be having knowledge how you need to check the clients. So SCC4 is a basis transaction, and in production and non-production system, in quality or production system, you won't have access to this application. In development, in some cases where there are not following any restriction module, then you can just run this transaction and check what all clients are there. So currently this Waldorf are the pre-delivered clients. This 000, 001, and 00. Sorry, it's 001, not 011. It's 001. So these three, wherever it's showing Waldorf, are the pre-delivered clients by SAP. Whenever you are creating a new client, mostly you are copying 000 client to that new client. Okay, this is basis knowledge. But how you are configuring the system? Once system is created on your application, these three are the pre-delivered clients. Okay, and after these three clients, whenever you are creating a new client, so this 100, 103, 104, 550, 300, 360, 800, right now we are using 800 because on initial screen you read it out as client as 800. So that's why we logged in 800. And ECC GRC connector Paris, this is the client thing. Okay, so these many clients are available, 800, 11, 12, up to 12, it's there. So you can create n number of clients. N number means total 1000 clients can be created, out of which 3 are pre-delivered clients. Okay, so 000, 001, and 066. These two are the configuration clients, and this is basically for the early watch reports. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say so as per SAP, you should never work in any of the standard clients. This is the recommendation from SAP, and no one is using these three clients for their initial setup or UAT or production. So these three are pre-delivered clients. Always you have to create a sub client for your business. Let's say you have created this 100. So this 100 must be the copy of this 000 client, because this is the basic client and this client has basic configuration in the system. Okay, so once you copy these 000 client to 100, then you will see the initial configuration is copied in the system, and based on your requirement with the business, you can do the modification in the system. Okay,
Okay.
so this
That's like a
client,
foundation.
yes, this is the foundation client. And why SAP is not allowing you to do the changes? Let's say you have done changes in this 000 client. Then let's say after 1 year, you leave the organization and then a new person came into picture. Okay, the one who is replacing you. Okay, then how he will know that what type of changes is done in the system? So using this 100 to 000 comparison, he will get to know that this changes is done in the system, because under standard this is the process, and under 100 or under the customizing client this is the process. So basically you will get to know the delta part. Okay, in case if you did the changes in 000 client, then no one will be having any idea. If you are not getting the KT, then how you will compare the things? So that's why SAP is always suggesting you to not to do any changes in standard clients. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the thing.
From a security perspective, can you lock these three clients from editing and all that?
Yeah. So we are not doing those changes. So basically, if you double click on this, you will see this icon, automatic recording of changes, no changes allowed. So this is not part of security, but you can do the changes. If you have
Okay.
access, just run SCC4, double click on that client and come down to this part. If you just select this option, no changes allowed, then no one can change anything in that client. Okay.
Okay.
No
Can you just
changes
show
to
me one how you access the client library?
client library. Means
Uh,
SCC4 is basically a client structure.
HCC4. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Note it down as CC4. This is a basis transaction. But to check what all clients are available in the system, you can just run this transaction. If you have access, or otherwise you can check with basis team. Please share the list of clients available and what all the configuration is done in that client. So let's say if you just double click on this, you will get an idea. What could be the logical system name? This logical system name is used in GRC configuration. Okay. And if you just come down to these things, this is automatic recording of changes. What does it mean? Okay, that's a high level concept, but every time you did a changes in the system, a TR is created so that you can transport those changes to other systems as well. Okay.
Okay.
This is one of the things.
Okay.
So
Just
this
from
client, yeah.
sir, I'll just keep asking from auditor perspective because I am into IT like controls and audit. So, do auditors check anything from this particular aspect? Like,
So
have
auditors will check whether any changes is done to this configuration. So over here, you can see the change history for this particular tab. Okay, so if
okay,
you just double click on this, a change table history you can see over here. Utilities change logs. Okay, this change logs. So if I'll run this change log, you can see that this no logs found for the selected period. So this is basically coming from the auditing perspective. They wants to check whether at what time you did the changes, at what time changes are allowed, then at what
correct,
time
correct.
automated changes are not allowed, at what time no changes are allowed. So who all did the changes, whether proper approvals are taken
Yes,
or
yes,
not
yes.
from the business, whether a ticket is created or not, whether business is aware
Exactly.
or not, whether information is shared with the business that for this time these are the changes we are doing. So all those things is related to auditing.
Yeah, got it, got it.
Okay.
I'll just keep asking from that perspective also, please.
Okay. Okay. So you got the point of client. Okay.
Yeah,
So this
yeah,
login screen, this client is nothing but on what is your standard client. And if you are using multiple clients, let's say, because each and every time you are accessing this application and your application is having 10 different clients, how you are going to access those 10 clients? You won't be having 10 connections created over here. So once you just double click on this, if your application is having 10 different clients, like in this 812 is another client, so you have to change it to 812, enter the user ID, password, and click on enter. Then you will log into this client. Clear?
okay.
Okay. Then this user, enter your user ID, then password, you have to enter your password. This logon language is basically if you want to change this language, you can put it the relevant language under which you want to work. Okay.
Yeah.
Just hit enter, then you will log into the system. So this is basically a login. Now sessions. Once you log into the system, let's say I log in over here. Okay, and now this is one of the sessions. If I'll just click over here, you can see the system details. System DPK 800, client is 800, user ID. I used King law user, that's why you can see this user as King. Application server is this is programs, transaction. If I'll run SU01, you can read it out over here. Under which transaction you are working, just click on this. You can see SU01 we are running currently. Response time, in interpretation time. So these all things are used whenever your application is running slow. So for analysis purpose, basis team will check these things. Okay. transaction, this one you have used king and you are under 800 line. Okay, now let's say I want to open a new session. This is one of the sessions. If you want to open new session, always use /o. So there are two types of denotation. One is /o and the second one is /n. /n means just run this new transaction on this current screen. Okay, if I'll run, let's say I'll put PFCG, system will not respond because you are already on the transaction screen. Let's say I have entered PFCG. It's working fine, but maybe it's a demo system, that's why. But if you are running it on existing software, so either you have to use /n for SU01, then on the same screen system will open SU01. Okay, but if you want to open a new session for that particular transaction, always use /o PFCG. Then this screen will remain open and a new screen is opened for that. So this role maintenance is there, and you can see this user maintenance is already there. Okay. Okay, so /n is basically you are just instructing the SAP to use same screen for that particular transaction. And for /o means you are asking SAP, you are informing SAP to open this new transaction under a new session. Okay, and session is always denoted with these numbers. Okay, so this is one of the session. You can see this is first session, then this is the second session. Okay, at a time you can have maximum 6 sessions open, and that is through the configuration done in the system. So how many sessions are allowed, based on that you can create the n number of sessions. Okay, and /o/n, there is one. Let's say if you want to close the SAP, then this is the denotation /nex. Okay, SAP will close it. Okay,
Okay. That session will get closed, right?
everything will be closed.
Okay. Okay. All sessions.
All session will be closed. Let's say I'll open one more /o. If I'll just type /o only, then system will ask you whether you want to generate a new session. Just click on generate. A new session is generated. Now you can see 2 tabs. Okay, so this is one of the tab. Let's say I'll type /nex. It will close the entire all the sessions. Okay.
Okay.
/n/o. These two are the mostly used part.
Okay.
/nex is used whenever you are let's say you have opened 6 sessions. No need to close one by one. Just type /nex. That's it.
Then you'll have to re-log in after that.
After that, you have to relog it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now SAP screens. So this is basically an SAP screen. So whenever you are typing a T code over here, let's say PFCG, this is again a new SAP screen. I'll open one more T code /SU01. Then again, this is a new SAP screen. Okay, so based on the application, whatever you are accessing in the system, all those are SAP screens. Okay, under SAP screen, you will see these type of tabs, like role. So this is dependent on the transaction, but if you are on the main screen /n, this is the main SAP screen. But if you are on this screen and you want to see something, okay. So this is the main SAP screen. Okay, so over here you can see these tabs: menu, user menu, SAP menu, business workplace, create role, display role, refresh. So all these user menu is basically, if you click on this, whatever access is there with your ID. As per that, a menu is created for you. Right now, I am having all the access in the system. That's why it's same. But in case if it's a whatever access you want it as per your scenarios or as per your access, then you have to just click on this menu and click on this user menu icon. SAP menu is basically, it will turn that entire system into SAP hierarchy. Okay, likewise, I am having access to user admin. So this is coming under favorites. You can create favorites also. But as per SAP menu, whatever, this is the standard criteria. And once you open this, whatever access is there under that, you will be seeing only those transaction codes. Let's say your team member is having one additional T code. So under basis team, cross applications component. So over here, whenever you will just drag down to this, so this is basically a hierarchy designed by SAP to access transactions. If you are aware of the transaction, just type it out over here and enter it. Otherwise, you have to search it under this hierarchy. But this, whenever you choose SAP menu, whatever the hierarchies is defined by SAP, under that hierarchy, whatever access is there with you, only those things are displayed. But if you are selecting this user menu, whatever access is there with you, only those things will be displayed to you directly. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, these are the two things. Then business workplace, create role, display role menu, and refresh. Refresh. Let's say someone has added a new role to your system. Okay, in that case, either you have to log out or you could just try it with refresh icon. If it did not work, then you have to log out. No other option. Okay, so but just try with refresh first. If it's not working, then you have to log out and log in again. Favorites. So favorites, you can add it from here. Add, change, move, delete. So over here, you are seeing this tab called favorites. So over here, you can select whatever transactions you are using frequently. Those transactions you can add it over here and just create insert folder if you want to add a folder over here. So whatever transactions or folder, you can do it from here, and you can share this favorite list with other participants of SAP or your colleagues. Let's say you are the team lead and you have just created 15 T codes that are mostly used in your team. So just create those favorite lists, download to your PC and share with other participants. So they don't need to create it manually and one by one also. Okay.
So
Under
add function is like in our web browsers we have store in favorites like that, is it?
So in web browser, you are having option of this thing.
Okay.
What it called?
Bookmarks.
Bookmarks. So it's the same thing. If you are frequently using something, you can add it under favorites. And if you want to share it with others, download to PC, and second person you use this feature, upload from PC. Okay.
Got it.
Under system, if you want to see the status, let's say you want to see which version of SAP you are working, which version of your software you are working, then just go to a status. Go to this icon. This is your previous logon time, current logon time, system time, current logon time, and system time, and time zone, for which time zone you are working, what all clients, which user, and what language you are using. So all those things can be seen over here as well. Over here, it's a limited details are displayed. Over here, you can see the entire details. Okay, product version. So this is the component specific version. So previously I told you that basis team is basically used for component upgradation. So every 3 or 4 months, you will see an upgrade released by SAP for this particular component. So they need to upgrade this one. Then every time STPI and STAPI, one more thing is there. STAPI is missing item over here. Okay, so every time they need to. So this is the component list, and if you want to upgrade it, basis team will do that part. Okay. But if you want to see the just a minute. If you want to see which version of SAP you are working, so go to this installed product version. So over here you can see GRC process control installed, risk management is installed, and over here you will see SAP S4 HANA on premise or something like that. think we are not on S4 HANA system, is it? Yeah, it's GRC. Okay, this is the S4. Yeah, so this is the version you are using currently, SAP S4 HANA Foundation 2020. So this is 2020 version of S4 HANA. This is ISP because initial shipment pack is the one whenever your software is not licensed. Otherwise, you will see support pack 100, 1000, 1200, something like that. Okay. Yeah, now you can ask your question.
This component nomenclature is standard across the globe, or is it as per like a particular organization's ABAP team can define the component
So
name
these
and
components are pre-delivered from SAP. So whatever
okay,
component name SAP decides, only those are displayed to you. You are just upgrading it based on the upgrade available from SAP side.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes, okay.
Okay. So SAP screen is done. SAP navigation is done. Easy access screen is done. Okay. So this implementation guide screen is nothing but SPRO transaction code. Okay. So over here, we are not doing anything. So in S4 HANA or SAP security module, there is nothing we are doing on SPRO except GRC. We are not using this tool in any other system. This tool is basically designed for functional teams so that they can do their customizing in the system. If I'll just click on this SAP reference IMG, you will see mostly portfolio related to finance, SAP portfolio and project management, finance accounting, financial supply chain management. So this planning and consolidation, then SAP, this is basically used by three modules, MM, SD, and PP. Then over here, this is REFX. This is part of FI, but for this, a specialized consultant will work. That is for real estate management. Okay, then logistics. This is for MM team. Then environmental health and safety. So all these things are basically SD team, MM team. This GRC component is a backend source for trading. So this particular software is deployed for which module? Tell me which module we are using over here, seeing this international trade.
International trade management, no?
Trade management. So it's global trade management, GTS, global trade systems. Then this logistics. So all these configuration project system team. So over here, you will see multiple things and multiple configuration options. So this particular T code is used for configuration. And in SAP security, we are not using this T code, but this T code is basically used by functional teams for configuration in the system. Likewise, in GRC, you are doing configuration. In the same way, in S4 HANA or ECC security or SRM or CRM system or any other system, functional teams are using these systems, this system for configuration purpose. Okay.
Okay.
So till here, ERP, this is done.